deregulated,
if it doesn't happen,
players can come in.
If it doesn't happen, will this naira for crude be sustainable?
It's also the reason why Nigerians are saying we don't even understand the whole issues around the Dangote refinery, because it looks as if the closer you look, the lesser you see in this whole scenario.
It's becoming an abacabra kind of thing.
We are not understanding it.
Okay.
But in all sincerity, the crude for naira for crude policy is still some form of welfareism, program. It could reach because we all know that the subsidy had a great toll on most Nigerians.
Okay, John, a quick one. If you consider the value of the naira today, would you, as a businessman, want to buy your crude in naira, or would you prefer to buy it in dollars?
I'm not into
I'm just putting you on the spot. If you were a businessman in the oil sector, would you prefer to buy your crude in naira or in dollars, considering the value of the naira today?
If there is a government policy that mandate we should buy crude and refine in and sell in naira, and because the government want to get down to the ordinary Nigerians, these guys are making money in spite of this. It's just that the margin may not be as much as it used to be. So why not put your country first? The country is already in a huge economic woe, and somebody or a group of persons want to continue to rip off the country, as it used to be. And sometimes you need to bring a human face into everything, because these are human beings. Nigerians are lamenting. You don't know what the cost of bringing Gari from Oyo to Ibadan. It has changed. It has tripled. And that's why today, even if you earn 100,000, I saw a statistic the other day, over 76% of Nigerians who are working, all their money goes into food. That's just food. So you are talking of transportation. So it means you are not going to pay your children's school fees. So what it means is that we have been thrown into a higher dimension of multi-dimensional poverty by this subsidy remover. And if the government is saying, let's cushion it a little by this policy, I think any right-thinking person should embrace it and allow it to run, and let's see how sustainable it's going to be.
Well, nobody in his right-thinking state would oppose this. However, putting you on the spot, and I come again, if you were a businessman, would you buy your crude in naira or in dollar, considering the value of the naira today?
No. Well, you see, I've said that I'm a law-abiding citizen.
I know you're trying to be very diplomatic about this.
No,
but outside the government policy, would you prefer to buy your crude in naira or in dollar, considering the value of the naira?
Yes, you see, we must always remember that we have only one country called Nigeria. If Nigeria goes down, we all go down. And that's the reason why I believe, as a personal principle, that whatever we do, that we advance the cause of our country, it doesn't matter how much you benefit or you don't benefit from it. It's necessary that we do it. If I were to be in that shoe and the government had made this policy, I will abide by it. I know they are going to make a lot of money. It may not just be as humongous as they expect, but it's going to make money. A huge. You see, the crude oil business is a lot of money. I have an idea of what goes on there, and we know a cent in 2,000 or 2 million barrels is a lot. So 2 naira from 5 million barrels they know they are making a lot of money from it. But again, you also look at the sincerity of government, which is why we are saying if government is sincere, it will provoke and inspire patriotism. It will inspire people wanting to make sacrifices for their country.
Is government sincere at this time?
Well, all over the world, government has different levels of shenanigans. There is nothing you can do about it, because politics itself is about who gets what, when, and how.
Is your government sincere?
Well, maybe the spokesperson of the government will answer that. But as another Nigerian,
yes.
I don't think the government is sincere.
You don't think so?
I don't think, not just Nigerian government all over the world.
Is the Nigerian government sincere as an ordinary Nigerian?
Maybe not. But let's hope that one day we'll have a government that will be sincere.
All right, we'll go on this break. When we come back, we'll delve into your state politics. My guest is here in the studio, Honorable Shola Begunde, will be joining us in a bit. Stick around, don't go away. All right, welcome back from that break. It's still the agenda on Dominion Brokers Group. This morning, we just dealt with the Naira for crude and the importers' lamentation on crude oil importation and even local refining. But we're going to Oyo State now, where we'll be looking at the governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who has said that he has the capability to lead Nigeria as president in 2027. Makinde stated, and I quote him, "I don't have any doubt that I have the capacity to occupy the highest office in this land, and I have what it takes. But is it what I want to do right now? Is it what Nigerians are asking for? Is it what my party will say we should do? I don't know. We still have a long time to go." End of quote. Joining me on this segment and joining us in the studio is Honorable Olusola Begunde. Good morning. It's good to have you in the studios of Dominion Brokers Group.
Good morning. And I must say that this, when I came in this morning, I had a little walk around this studio. This place is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me once again.
All right. Before we delve into the Oyo State politics and then the ambitions of the executive governor of Oyo State, proposed ambition, we're talking about these importers and exporters. And the question I want to pose to you is this: why is it that imported fuel seems cheaper than locally refined fuel?
I must say that this is not an area I'm well versed, but listening to him, he said something that I took to mind. He said that perhaps there are things, let me put it that way, that the local refinery owner had to take care of, to factor in.
Okay.
So it's been the problem with Nigeria.
Even the importers, don't they factor these things in?
But now you are saying what they bring in is even cheaper. How logical is that?
Let's get back to Oyo State.
The problem is with the source.
Let's get back to Oyo State.
Thank you.
Sometime last week, the executive governor of Oyo State came out to share, when he was put on the spot, about his ambition for 2027. And he came out to say, yes, I have the capacity to run this. However, is this what the party wants? Is this what I want? Is this what the people want? But before looking at that, how do you see governance in Oyo State so far? This is the second term, the second year of the second term of the governor. Yes. That's about 6 years into his administration. How far so far?
If you ask me this question, I will look at Oyo State and I will look at what the Governor Makinde promised prior to 2019. Governor Makinde promised that he was going to invest in agriculture to the extent that we will be exporting maize to Botswana. At any rate, I had issue with that because I was looking at what is the strength of the Botswana currency against what we have in Nigeria. But he made so much promises regarding agriculture. Today, Oyo State government does not own an acre of land or farm that belongs to it.
But according to the Land Tenure Act, according to the Land Use Act of 1978, all lands in the state belongs to the government.
My own farm at Aya Village doesn't belong to him.
How? The government can revoke that land any day, any time.
But what I have on it now, is it not my own? I am talking of practical agriculture. You see, this man came in and suddenly agriculture became agribusiness. And one day I had to go and Google the meaning of agribusiness. And what I saw, I said, well, no wonder. No wonder.
Governor Seyi Makinde's efforts to rejuvenate agriculture in Oyo State has yielded significant results.
How?
Particularly through the revival of the Fashola farm settlement.
What happened to the cocoa rebate program? See, you can really control what you own. Those women at Agbeni Market now, the wares they are displaying for sale, they have control over it. Can Governor Makinde control it? The basket of cassava that I took to Ogbomoso, the basket of mango that they brought from Ogbomoso to Oyo State, can Governor Makinde control it? He didn't plant anything for 6 years. What did Awolowo do? Was Awolowo wasting time on agribusiness? Awolowo went into practical farming. And that was why he established those farm settlements. And the concepts were different. Where he discovered that the comparative advantage would favor a stock farming, that was what he did. Where he discovered that the comparative advantage would favor cocoa, that was what he did. He was planting cassava. He was making gari. I could remember Texagri from Texaco cassava. He brought in Texaco cassava species. And he was making Texagri gari. There was a depot at Oyo Town there. The farm settlement in Erua now, 4,000 hectares. Governor Makinde has handed it over to some unknown people. Contained within that 4,000 hectares is the Erua Water Works. Massive one, including the Erua Water Works.
If you have issues with Oyo State government coming up with the Fashola farm settlement as an agri-business,
He did not come with it or come up with it. It was
revived.
established by, yes.
It was established by
revived
Awolowo.
for what? To benefit local farmers or who?
Okay, so you see,
Go and check.
when we
Look at the farm.
yes,
Go and take stock of.
but we have
the
to start from
owners.
somewhere. From 1999 till 2019, which is about 20 years, no governor revived the farm settlements in Oyo State.
That's a lie. You see, there has been a lot of lies told by this government, and it's only because people are not taking them up. Like, there was a time I had, this PMS thing, no, it was novel. Akala started it. Go and check. Ask Prince Dotun Oyelade. Prince Dotun Oyelade was the spokesperson of Akala. We had a media team. I was the secretary. Akala started the PMS. He prescribed the NURTW thing after this crisis at Iwo Road. It was not novel. During Akala's time, there was a period we had issue with the Lagos press. And we said, okay, you guys come and see what we have done. The first place I took them to was Fashola. Akala spent billions of naira at Fashola.
But nothing came up from Fashola after the billions.
What is coming up?
I remember Akala procured several tractors, 33 tractors.
He also established the College of Agriculture, Igbora.
Now, the 33 tractors that were procured by
No, they were not 33. More than 33.
No, they were 33. They were one to each local government.
Apart from that, the state government also procured hundreds.
So where are those tractors today? Where are those machines today? What Akala procured then is no longer on ground. And then this present governor came in and then revived these farm settlements, especially Fashola farm settlements. We have about 7 farm settlements in Oyo State. Well, Fashola has been revived.
Chike, despite Fashola,
Yes.
Oyo State still relies on the north for the supply of pepper.
Well,
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Okay.
Pepper,
Yes.
tomatoes, onions, melon, watermelon,
Even beans.
even beans, even rice.
Okay.
So now, see, let me tell you something. Don't tell me.
Are you? No, is that what you're saying?
No, you go there and take a stock of the farmers there. Are they locals or foreigners? And whatever they are planting there, which market are they selling it? What control does the governor have over it? Akala did not borrow billions on agriculture now. He spent whatever he had. Makinde has borrowed billions. So when you compare apples and apples, not apples and oranges. No one has borrowed as much as Governor Makinde with respect to agriculture, and is planting nothing.
Well, they're planting things.
He doesn't own it.
It's not owned by the state.
It's not owned by the state.
Well, I know we have these issues of smallholder farmers not having access to some government facility for farming. But I feel the revival of Fashola farm settlement is just a step taken. Maybe before the end of this administration, we could have the Akufo farm settlement or the Olowa farm settlement being revived again. Don't you think so?
I will take you back again to 2019.
Okay.
The first loan Governor Makinde took was about, I think it was 7-point-something billion. That loan has been sourced and secured by the late Ajimobi government for infrastructure, road making. And he said he was going to convert that loan for the upgrade of those settlements you are counting now. This is the 6th year. That money is gone. Several other billions gone. See, if you are not going to be planting anything, you are not going to revive cocoa, you are not going to plant cassava, you are not going to plant nothing. Why are you taking loans? To do what? Then Erua now, it has been handed over to some foreigners, unknown entities.
Mr. Governor,
so what happened to those billions? See, I have been writing, asking their governor, come out, tell what is even the amount of debt we have now.
So if
but it's not answering.
If the governor says he's converting to agriculture, he's converting these loans to agriculture, he also did some infrastructural development in Oyo State. He fixed roads in Oyo State. Many of the roads have been fixed. In fact, some inner roads too are being fixed as we speak.
Which road? Thank you for taking me there, Chike. Thank you. Oh, God bless you. You see, you made me remember the story of the Sierra Leonean president who came to Oyo State.
President Biu.
Yeah, purportedly to come and see the wonders at Fashola. And I wrote a piece after that. I said, with due respect to the president of Sierra Leone, he must be extremely high-do.
How do you mean?
God bless you. If I am the president of Sierra Leone and I want to visit Nigeria, where will I go? I will go to Nasarawa and Niger State. Go there. Go and check the prices of foodstuff compared to what we have in Oyo State.
Maybe he felt the insecurity in that area might not just be safe for
insecurity
him, especially his protocol team.
Is insecurity in Niger State? Is he not a president?
He's the number one citizen of Sierra Leone.
Yes, in Nigeria here, he was supposed to be the visitor of the guest of the president of Nigeria.
And after seeing the president, he saw the president, and after seeing the president, he came down to Oyo State.
And let me tell you the funny thing again. He said he went to China. You will see that the man must be extremely idle. Or maybe he's one of those people who own farms there. He said he went to China and he was asking the Chinese, is it not prime minister now that they use? What did you do to feed over 1-point-something billion Chinese people? And the one said, oh, go and make good roads. Does that sound well? Let us assume that one told him, don't you see the kind of technology that the Chinese people are deploying to farm? So the magic in farming in China ends with making good roads. And where are the good roads in Oyo? Governor Makinde has been saying, oh, when I came, I linked every source. Okay, the contract for money I saying has been signed for something like 7-point-something billion. Governor Makinde came, revoked that contract, added 2 billion, and re-award. See, my dear people in the press, we have a lot of work to do. Somebody has signed a contract, he has awarded, the contractors were on site, you cancelled the contract, added like 2-point-something billion, and
do you have evidence to back it up? Especially these, when you talk about 2 billion extra added.
A contract was awarded for 7-point-something billion.
Okay.
You cancelled and re-awarded for 9-point-something billion. It's simple mathematics now. Is it not simple mathematics?
Because he who must
you go and ask him. What did he do? At money I say. He cancelled that contract. It was 7-point-something billion. And when we awarded for 9-point-something, we castigated him several times then. Now.
Of course, maybe inflation added to...
I have no issue. Yeah. But does Ibadan, the route between Monia and Iseyin, is Okeogun all about the road between Monia and Iseyin? Sometimes last year, I went to Otu and I wrote about my experience. We went for a burial, and at the church, you needed to see the amount of yams that the locals were bringing at very cheap prices. I saw farms, left, right, local farmers planting rice. If I were Governor Makinde and I took such billions, I will go and help such farmers.
John, a quick one. Has the governor done well in agriculture so far in Oyo State?
Well, I'm one of those who believe that but Oyo State should not be sourcing for food anywhere.
Okay.
Because one would expect that he's coming from the private sector. He understands what business is. He's an accomplished businessman. So one would expect that the moment he came into office, agriculture, which is one of the cardinal point or pivotal point he want to drive and achieve, should have been invested in. And looking at the vast arable land Oyo State has, nothing is planted in this part of the world that will not do well. I have a little land somewhere in Akinle there. I mean, I don't do much. You just give people money to clear it and heap it, and you plant things there, and it's doing well. So you expected that somebody coming from a private sector should have understood that one way to employ this teeming unemployed youth should have been agriculture. But
making use of the comparative advantage Oyo State has, that's land.
It is not so. When you even go to road networks, I find it appalling. I can't understand why the governor is repairing roads that are already okay. If you are looking at Bodija, UI Road or Ojo, those roads are good. There are several road networks in local communities, interland, that are not done. I mean, just go through Ajibode Akwete Road. It goes down that like that and travel several parts of Ibadan, the same. So, going back to the fact that he has capability to become president, that is right. He has that right to, aspire. However, when we come into practical governance and leadership, I personally have not seen that.
Are you saying Mr. Governor has failed?
I have not seen that. You see, one would have expected that, somebody at that age is savvy in terms of, experience, tech, and all of that, is exposed. One would have expected some very serious development in Oyo State in terms of health. Do you know I was in Ondo State when Mimiko became governor? Mimiko, the mother child care health facility brought into Ondo State became a prototype for World Bank to come and examine. And the moment he left, then the late governor came in and destroyed it. So we expected that people of this generation, of his generation, should be able to bring some innovation into governance and leadership. But we have not seen that. And it's sad because when you look at Oyo State, is the intellectual capital of the Southwest and arguably of Nigeria, would have seen a lot being done in agriculture.
Honorable Abegunde, give it to the governor. The governor has tried, especially when it comes to increasing the IGR of your state, especially where the governor has built so many estates and leisure centers for people to come in and for the state to generate income. Hasn't it done well in that aspect?
Are you talking of the lands, government lands converted to estates? Or which estates are you talking about?
Estates owned by private. It's the PPP arrangement in Oyo State.
Chike, don't even go there.
Of course, it's a public-private partnership.
State
government and the private individuals.
Do you know that the property owners at Lere Adigun are currently in court against Governor Makinde now? Do you? If you don't, I am telling you that they are in court. And why are they in court? See, I want to challenge you people in the media. Dig deep. See, what is happening at Lere Adigun? That place is supposed to be kept for BCOS, for future use. Governor Makinde went there, including the staff quarters, took it, and we had it was selling for 15 million, something like that at the time. At the time I was aware of that suit, I did some investigation, and that was last year, around November. A plot of land in that estate was selling for 148 million naira at that time. Now you go and dig. Of the 148 million naira, how much is going to government coffers? The governor appointed a young man. They say the man lives in Houston, Texas, United States of America. I think he gave him a name, estate manager or something like that. An estate where a plot of land sells for 148 million. As a owner, you have a house there. The estate director is in charge of their meter. He buys power for them. And whatever he buys, they have to buy from him. They are in court. Maybe when we finish, I will give you details. You can go and check. Go and check what was filed. Bought a plot of land there for whatever the amount. And is exposed to that. If somebody else wants to come in, will he encourage him? See, the idea of Governor Makinde seizing government land, the governors before him have sold those places off. You are saying it's raising Nigeria. With what? With the future for your state?
Abegunde, when you say
it's raising Nigeria with the future for your state.
When you say an incumbent governor seizes government land, I don't you think that's too harsh?
See, when he wanted
Are you saying the governor is a land grabber?
A committee, anti-land grabbing.
Yeah.
And I said it at one station.
Because that's where I'm going to.
And I said, okay.
Retired Honorable Justice Aiki
yes,
is leading that team.
I know my Lord very well. And I said, okay. Now, if ordinary citizens grab land and you deploy this anti-grabbing committee after,
he's the chief executive officer of the state.
And does that give him, with due respect, does that give him the right to be reckless?
When you say reckless, how do you mean? Is the governor reckless?
Look at what is happening at the Oyo State Library Board. The library board. He has given the place to the space to some people.
Are you talking about shops? The Oyo State Library at Dugbe there?
Yes.
The business district area.
Yes. So shops, lock-up shops, they'll be competing with
you see, that structure there at Dugbe,
yes,
it's just in front. That's by the road, beside the post office.
Tell me you used to say Sena climbs.
Yeah.
I hate that word. Why can't we be saying? But tell me, in which of the Sena climbs that you will see such structure close to a library? A library is supposed to be like this place. We are here now. There are people behind.
Maybe the governor wants to relocate the library. Hey, let's give.
Shouldn't he relocate it first?
Maybe it's on the verge of being
he should have relocated it first.
Maybe he wants to inaugurate that and launch it.
I don't know if we are already on the capacity of Governor Makinde to be president. Are we on that topic now?
Yeah, we're still looking at it. We're looking at it holistically.
When I read that statement, see, that was not the first time. He's been flying this kite all this while, and the boys have been doing their job on social media here and there. But when it's right, constitutionally is qualified. And it is also within his right to say, okay, I want to be this, I want to be that. But the question is, when you look at him, you look at his background as a governor in the PDP, you look at his background as a member of the G5 and what they have done to their home party, the platform, the PDP. My dear brother, I don't think such. I mean, he knew inside of him that he was joking.
How can he be joking? If he has the
capacity.
Question
I asked someone was under which party. He said PDP. I said which of the PDP? The one that they have killed in 2023, or which one?
The PDP is still existing today. John, yesterday we had a discussion on the political parties, especially PDP and the APC, proposed or rumored defections of some governors from the opposition party PDP to the APC. But Honorable Abegunde,
sorry, Chike, let me just
the PDP is dead.
Let me just, I'm not saying, you see, whether it is dead or not, you are going to be, we were all here. We knew and we saw what Governor Makinde did. He said, I am not going to work or support the presidential candidate of my party. And when they said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to support equity, fairness, and justice. That equity, fairness, and justice happened to be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC.
Very true, sir. But again,
Let me land.
He did that on principle too.
I'm coming. Are you a politician? You are not. If you are not a politician, you know, in politics, there are no principles.
There are no principles in politics?
And I will tell you why there are.
So if there are no principles in politics,
there are no. Let me correct
That's
you.
what you're saying.
There are no personal principles.
Okay.
You see, there was a time I contested the primary election for councillorship under PDP, and I won.
Okay.
And I was replaced, and I went to court. And the day the judge said, the day you sign up as a member of a political party, that is, I'm going to quote him, to quote the judge verbatim, said, you have mortgaged your conscience.
Are you saying politicians don't have conscience?
No. That is the statement of the court. The day, because every political party has a constitution, and constitution should be binding. You cannot be a member of party A and you say you are out of what principle? I'm coming. Let me learn. What principle? See, and that is, and incidentally, the result of that principle is what has brought them to where they are today.
You mean the PDP?
Yes, a couple of days ago.
Are you saying this because you were shortchanging the PDP?
No. I'm not a member of the PDP.
No, maybe you're still nursing that injury.
No. I am telling you what. See, these are things that happen. Did Governor Makinde not say he was going to support equity, fairness, and justice?
Okay.
Did he not say so?
Okay.
So if you have no issue with that, now the question is, a few days ago, a sitting governor was endorsing. A sitting governor under the platform of the PDP, the same PDP governor.
That's the Akwa Ibom State governor.
That President Tinubu will have 80 years. I know people like Governor Makinde will not be happy, but would they dare say it when they did the same in 2023? So you listen to what? Did you listen to the Fayose interview? He said when he had Governor Makinde wanted to be president, that he called him. Did you hear what he said, Governor Makinde? He said he denied. Did you also listen to the Wike interview? Did you also listen to the Wike interview?
No, sir.
I'm coming. Let me land. I'm coming. Please, let me land. You will make your point. So, see, you are a private person. I have been a politician for over 30 years. The present day politicians have destroyed politics.
Do you still have a conscience?
I do.
Do you still have personal principles?
I do. But whatever personal principle I have, the moment my party says, this is the candidate, the only thing I could do is to leave the party. Not to stay within the party and be destroying the party. And now come back, the house I set fire out in 2023. And I want to live in that house now.
The point I want to make is that PDP destroyed or jettisoned its own internal agreement.
How?
Now, you see, a region has served PDP for all their lives since this Fourth Republic, the Southeast. It was time to zone the presidency to the South. South-South has done, Southwest has done. It's supposed to go to the Southeast, and then the PDP jettisoned it.
Okay.
So those governors who are G5, even though Wike was hypocritical, because he failed, in becoming the presidential candidate, and of course the vice president Atiku, and then he formed them. But if you look at it on principle, they have a reason not to support the PDP, because a party that jettisoned its own internal arrangement was already set up for failure. So if I look at it personally, I've been a keen follower of this republic,
of this Fourth Republic. You are very wrong about that one. I'm very sorry. With due respect.
All right, sir.
Let me correct it.
Please let me make my point.
Oh, make your point.
So the point here is that when you have a political party that is not playing by its own rules, what you have eventually is that you are going to have people who are going to be recalcitrant. And the PDP itself has produced those who are fighting the PDP today. And there's nothing the ordinary Nigerian can do. So, well, as to Governor Makinde, if the 3 senatorial districts in Oyo State, if I'm correct, are all in the opposition party, they are all in APC, because he pledges allegiance to the APC, and then due to the bandwagon of electorate, they all won. So you cannot be in good conscience want to, be president in the same party that you made to fail in the last election.
Out of morality, right?
Out of morality. But of course, just like Honorable said, politics in Nigeria, you have no ideology, you have no principle, you have nothing that is value, as it were, to guide what
like
you
you
do.
always say, the Nigerian democracy
A variant of it is very unique. We don't have it anywhere in the world.
Let me correct something.
Okay.
See, what you think you know about the PDP, I'm very sorry. There were two committees. There was a committee that was responsible for zoning. Who headed that committee? I think it was either the Benue or the Enugu governor, the former governor of Benue. All of them were in the G5. They were the one who decided not to microzone because Wike was from the south. If they microzone to the southeast, Wike would not be able to contest. They are being burned by the fire they built by themselves.
So everything is about Wike as the catalyst?
You see, it was about their indiscretions.
Okay.
You don't go...
But would they survive? Would they survive till 2027?
How are they going to survive? How will they survive now? See, you heard that about 5 of them are going to the APC. Those who are saying they are not going, they are saying, oh, this one will have 8 years. They are endorsing Tinubu. What is left of the PDP? Governor Makinde and his gang, they have destroyed the PDP. They better live with it. And if he wants to be president on the platform, he's welcome now. If I'm Tinubu, I will just go and if he's the only candidate that's going to come against me.
But he has not picked up any ticket.
All these things are insinuations. You mean Governor Makinde?
Yeah.
They are not insinuations.
They are insinuations.
As
far as we are concerned, for now, they are insinuations.
He said he has capacity.
Yeah, but he didn't say I will do it.
He will not.
And he didn't say I shall.
He will not, because I know Governor Makinde is a very, very wise person.
Okay. So if you know him as a wise person, then he has done well for your state.
He has not.
His wisdom has worked for your state.
No, it is because we are on TV and on radio. I wanted to say he's a cunning person. But yes, that is what I wanted to say.
Cunning?
You don't know?
I don't know. I see him as a straightforward person.
Let me tell you something.
We have 1 minute.
And I will say that it is because the media has not been doing what they are supposed to do. In 2021, during the local government election, auxiliary was in the room. He killed 4 people.
And we don't have evidence to that.
I will give you evidence. 4 people.
Are you part of those?
I will give you the names.
Are you part of those?
Erua is my town.
Are you a witness?
Of course, I was also targeted.
Are you a witness in the auxiliary case? Because there's a case in court already.
No, I have not a witness.
Okay, so let's
they didn't take that to court.
Let's just leave it.
If they are taking it to court, I would have been a witness.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you said 4 people were killed?
4 people. I will show you medical reports of those of them that I have. And the governor came a few days later and said, yes, you people have problem because you didn't allow the speaker to have his way.
But where is the same person you're calling now, the auxiliary?
That's a headache.
No, Mr. Governor.
Who brought him? Who weaponized him? He brought the anti-infested fagot. You want me to clap for him because he's taking out the fagot he brought on his own.
Oh, well, we just have to leave in a bit. We have to leave in a bit. But your final words, Honorable Abegunde?
My final words. See, I have discovered that as citizens, we really need to search ourselves. What do we really want? 2027 is around the corner. Exactly what do we really want for ourselves? Is it the same? We come with promises? Is it the same? Promise and fail? Is it, oh, I know him because he's Igbo man, he's an Igbo man, because it's this, because it's that? Or we look at who exactly has that little thing? the good thing is most of these people who want to be president, they have antecedent.
Okay.
Are we looking at antecedents?
Okay, we just have to leave. John Izuchukwu, your final words.
Yeah,
on the program.
Nigerians, we must at this point take away ethnicity and religion and look at competence. We can't watch our country go down. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, be determined not to stop voting in this next election, because all that is being done is to see that we get a lot of voter apathy for the next election.
All right, thank you for joining us today on the agenda this morning. I've had John Izuchukwu here and Honorable Shola Begunde in the studio this morning. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to listen to us live and interact with us. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn. It's at Dominion Broadcast. And on the app X is at Dominion Cast. My name is Chike Obogu. Do have a great day. Stay safe and be good.